Okay, Mom. Jesus. Um, I used to like Cholula. I used to like Frank's Red Hot. Tapatio is pretty good. That one's also like either tied for first or very close second. But I feel I have more digestive issues with the thing. I hate it. My mouth can take it. My mouth can take the heat. My large intestine cannot. Good. It is good. Good's invincible. Okay, where we left off. Here we go, folks. I have most of the side quests done up to this point where I am currently. In fact, I have all of them. Except for... I need some bat trees. Which one I can't get. Yet, because I have to go back to inside the original village. This requires me to get all of the suns in the thing, and I don't fucking give a shit. I'm not doing your time trials. Thank you. I know I sound angry, but I am very angry. So we're gonna do story. I'm so used to Valentina at this point that almost no other hot sauce will hit the same spot. Does it know where the clitoris is? And to save us some trouble, we're just gonna warp. I eventually am going to take out this. Because I think it's the only one of those left on the map. And I don't want to be in there anymore. Valentine, like, it's so good. I've had the hotter stuff before, even when I was able to handle it internally. It was it just doesn't taste as good. I don't know. You know, they use like different peppers and stuff, and it's just not as good. Yeah, the Black Label one. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm talking about. You think it's pretty great? I don't. I've had it, and again, you know, I used to be able to handle it, but I feel there's like a sweet spot where like things are tasty to me, and like, you know, there's that sweet spot of like it has to be tasty and hot, you know, and that's different for everyone. And it's, I obviously can't have it now anymore, but even when I could, it was like not as good as the other sauce, but slightly hotter, which was nice, but I'd rather have it be tasty. There's like a hot wing place here in town, and their second hottest wings are tastier. They're like incredibly tasty. Even now, I will order their second hottest wings. I just like eat a shit ton of ranch at the same time to try to counteract it. It's more peppery than the original is more vinegary. I don't even taste the vinegar. If I tasted the vinegar, I would vom. Tabasco just tastes like pure vinegar. I hate Tabasco. But when something has like Tabasco flavoring in it, it's pretty good.
The subway.
It's not like this in Meridian, at least.
What?
I'm sure they missed.
Hold on, you're fucking... I like Tabasco in some stuff. Yeah, yeah. I like it in something. That's a good point. Because if it's in something, I can't taste
Now
it.
we get to see if you're
Like, I could taste the pepper. The vinegar usually, like, disperses.
Success. Welcome to the Citadel, Aloy.
Just vanish.
I'll check back with you in a moment. In the meantime, circulate.
My heart's a pumping.
Outlanders, if you want to hear about today's bounties, head for the throne room. You're not going to make any shards by standing out here.
Karja I knew.
Filthy mercy.
If he can't stay true,
I'll
what
take
hope is
the
there for the rest
shards,
of us?
even if it means
Haven't
having
you
to listen
noticed
to
all the empty
Bahavas.
tents?
I hear the Shadow Cards are looking
Like
for one of
people
their
are just-
own.
Why there's too many people talking? Get out of here. There was this canned chili I like to buy at the store. And there was one that was like infused with Tabasco. And that Tabasco infusion made it taste phenomenal for canned chili. It added that extra little like, oh, this is good. And then I started making my own chili and said, yeah, I don't really. No, I think I'm good. I think I'm done having canned chili. Though, like, canned chili is really nice if I just want a quick meal. But at this
By
point,
the
I have so many
glory of the
leftovers that I can
sun
just eat that.
revealed. Behold, radiant Edaman, the one true Sun King,
Eat a poo-poo.
the light in shadow, whose will is light and whose light is law.
I command Lucius Bahavas to speak in my behalf.
By the will of radiant Edaman does the sun glare down mercilessly upon the traitor Uthid.
I really want
To the hunter who brings his head to us shall go a bounty of 500 shards.
More prisoners than royalty, don't you think?
Hmm.
Love your hair.
Not only did the wretch conspire to
You and I need to
infiltrate
chat,
the Citadel
little
and
huntress.
assassinate
The green
one
tent
true
down
king.
in Shadowside.
But he refused
I'll
to
be waiting.
surrender when
Cool
this
mask.
numbered
Kinda busy.
and fled. And in doing so, demonstrated wanton disregard
No, you're
for
not.
the
We both
safety
know
of
you're
the
no killer
king's
for hire.
subjects.
Uthid is innocent. So come see
Go
me
forth then,
while there's still time to save
and
him.
do
Who the fuck's
will
Uthid?
of the sun.
So, the way in I spoke of is right behind you.
You've got to be kidding.
Not at all. And you needn't worry about the Kestrels. They'll be too busy acting important to pay attention to you.
First time in the Citadel, gotta see the sun ring from on high.
Whoa,
the Kestrels
boy.
You're in our way.
Oh. Here we're gonna finally figure out the Zero Dawn. What the fuck is? Was that the side quest? Was that? Wait. Oh, okay.
Want us to see this?
Well, let's do
boy?
that later because
It's quite an
I've been wanting to hear what.
Balustrade.
Uthid.
It's the balustrade. It's a short drop from there.
Hold on. What does it tell me again, please? Damn. Yeah, they've name dropped Zero Dawn. Because see, I'm going to the Zero Dawn project facility. I don't know what it is yet, though. I'm figuring out. What was my why was I? See me running on that wall? So yeah, we're going to go figure it out. I've done so many fucking side quests. Like, look at my inventory. I'm just Waluigi in here. These not so much because I have to like hit animals, and I just haven't done that as much.
The other side of the tower. Look for a vent.
I see you've been here before.
Obviously. Now, It's very important that you hear what I'm about to say. I've shown you the way in, but this humble vent marks a point of no return. Before you descend into the depths here, you should be fully committed, equipped, and focused. No distractions. If you have errands to run, do them first or hold your peace. I won't tolerate whining. Is that clear?
You'll tolerate what I give you, Silence. I didn't ask you along for the ride.
Does this just mean it's a long mission? Or am I about to beat the game? So I figured I'm not about to beat the game because I have to go to like here at some point. Yeah. Yeah, that was a very good gamer warning. You're going to go over one of those Pokemon fences and you're not going to be able to go back until you learn Fly. Are you sure? Okay, so I can complete this side quest later at some point. Wait, what is this? Wait, no. What is this side quest in here? What? Did you see it? Why is there a side quest in this corruption zone? Eh? And it's saying I've completed it. Long story mission. Perfect. Perfect thing to start with. No better time than the present.
I'm heading down.
I've spent a lifetime trying to uncover the secrets of this world. Where the machines came from. How the old ones achieved such marvels only to fall into silence and death. A lifetime of failure. As year by year, decade after decade, I hit walls I could not break, doors I could never breach.
Hello.
Until a Nora huntress marched out of the savage east. And voila, for her, all the deepest secrets of the earth were laid bare. I suspect you will have an easier time with this door than I did years ago.
Hold for identiscan. Genetic profile confirmed. Entry authorized.
3-hour cutscene like that's really good. Yes.
Malfunction.
Are you kidding me?
And it's all stuff we already know.
Shut up. There's gotta be another way. Hey! Elizabeth Sobek here! Requesting access!
Access request acknowledged. Root command functions available. Do you wish to proceed?
I do! Get me through this door!
Analyzing. Primary
Pseudo
access inoperable
open door.
due to mechanical failure. Emergency venting procedure likely to circumvent blockage. Do you wish to proceed?
Yes.
Emergency venting authorized.
I underestimated you. Too bad now.
Guess you can't have everything.
That will draw attention. We won't have this place to ourselves for long now.
We? Last I checked, I was the one risking my life down here.
Yes, fine. Now will you please get moving? There's so much to learn in less time than I'd hoped.
Is there a battery in here for that super armor? Also, I missed a line there because I thought about a thing and didn't listen to the TV. What? Why was the door able to open after there was a mechanical failure?
Welcome to Project Zero Dawn.
Zero Dawn. We found it.
Are you really so surprised?
Facility diagnostics detect multiple failures. Attempting repair.
So, what was this room?
An entrance hall, perhaps. Have a look around.
Unfortunate incident with Dr. Popovich. Oh, it's like Spopovich, and he makes the Majins, right? Or was he Majin? There's another example of reception's need for additional support. We appreciate that Zero Dawn is an immensely complicated project. It's necessary for online. As we have already requested, we need human translators fluent in Polish, for example. Security staff who can subdue enraged embryologists, for example. We need bouncers to like push around these nerds. Yeah, but how was it able to vent if it had a mechanical failure? And dermal sedatives to calm persons who are screaming in Polish while hurling chairs and vases at reception staff. Oh, classic Polish. You can also shoot laser beams out of their eyes. We need security staff so people are mad. We need support too. A lot of people are confused. Some are highly agitated. Evasive with a raid. Holy cow. Picking the goo on Wednesday. Oh, hey, Yuri. There goes again. Nice to see you. Stubborn Birch. Nice. How you doing? Nice name. How you doing, Evasive? Thanks for the raid. Thanks for showing up. Evasive and the puppers pile are invading. Steel yourself. I am ready. Vomit now. It's a little. Oh, thanks for the shout out, Barry. What were you playing? Hades. What game is that? How you doing? How was that game? How was stream? How goes the Robodinos? We're in a major story section currently. Learning what Zero Dawn means. Oh no, Hades. Yeah, I know Hades. That's that like. That's that one game. Roguelite. I was thinking of. My brain kept thinking of Dante's Inferno for some reason. I don't know why. Horny Gods Roguelite. Oh. I didn't know there was Horny Gods. How goes it, everyone? Welcome. If you don't know me, I'm Rubashuba, and I play video games. And I'm streaming on a Wednesday for the very first time ever. Because I changed my schedule. If you don't want Horizon Zero Dawn spoilers, get out now. I love you, but get out.
Please take a seat and wait for your name to be called. A selection of beverages and snacks are available.
Already a spoiler. Ugh. Sorry. Everyone is hot in that game. Even Hades. I think. Yeah, he's a looker, isn't he? Right, he's the main character, right? Hades. Like he's the. Restock or else. For the 5th time, please restock the lounge selection of herbal teas. If I have to listen to one more egghead throw a tantrum because we're out of organic cucumber mint or blackberry sage varietals, I'm going to lose it. Please respond, and this time, no Tempest in a teapot or steep demand jokes. I said Tempest. I said Tempest, didn't I? Here, we gotta feed the Jada and make some food for myself. Is that the doggo? That's the doggo, right? Trailer. Hope you both enjoy. I kind of have a critter cam set up. I was going to set up a critter cam to look at the frog. I kind of have it set up, but it's not like stream ready yet. It's to look at Tsuyu, which is going to be like the go-to stream frog. And you know, it's going to be very interesting. When you turn on the critter cam, it's just going to be the frog sitting there not doing shit, because it's what they do. There's nothing interesting about it, but I love frogs. Hades is the main antagonist, and he is a hunk. Oh, who do you play as then? Right, look at this, right? Soundproofing. The ones who scream and sob can be plainly heard by candidates waiting for their turn in the lounge. Wow. That reminds me, at my work, I had to tell my coworker, I had to ask him, can you please take your meetings either somewhere else or get a headset?
Please proceed into viewing room 1 for an important message regarding the purpose of your visit.
Does he, like, he puts it on speakerphone? Like, well, it's on his laptop, but you play as Zagreus, son of... Oh, is that like a real lore? Is that like a real lad? A real mythical lad?
What was this place?
A holographic theater.
CD01 data intact. Initiating playback.
So if I had to
Welcome
guess...
to Project Zero Dawn. I am General Harris, Chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff of the United States of America.
I have
I'm
a guess
sure
of
you've
what's
heard the
going on.
rumors. The Zero Dawn is a top-secret super weapons program. The technological miracle that will save us from the Pharaoh Plague, if Operation Enduring Victory can hold off the robots long enough. The reason I'm sure you've heard the rumors is that I'm the one who spread them, and they are all lies. Zero Dawn is not a super weapons program, and it will not save us. Nothing will save us. Here's why. By the time the glitch was noticed, it was already too late. Nothing could stop the Pharaoh Plague. Nothing can. Its robots will continue to replicate and devour the biosphere. Life on Earth will be destroyed. Our planet reduced to a barren sphere. Global extinction is inevitable. No matter how many we kill, the robots just keep exponentially making more. If we had their deactivation codes, we could shut them all down, the entire swarm. But since their cryptographic protocols use polyphasic entangled waveforms, cracking a code set would take half a century.
And sinusoidal dingle arms.
We've got 16 months. Not exactly what you'd call a survival option. The destruction of a biosphere is not the sort of apocalypse you can wait out in a fallout shelter or a space station. There will be no Earth left to reclaim. Just a lifeless, toxic rock with several million Pharaoh robots on it, hibernating, waiting for something to eat. This is the horrible truth behind the lies of Operation Enduring Victory. My lies. Lies designed to inspire millions of innocents to sacrifice themselves in battle. Why? One reason. To buy time for you and the work you will do here. Zero Day, the day that life on Earth ceases to exist, is coming fast. It cannot be stopped. The hope of Zero Dawn is that something new might come after. But I will leave it to Elizabeth Sobek to shine that thin ray of light into the darkness. Harris, out.
That doesn't make sense. Life on Earth didn't cease to exist.
He said it could not be stopped.
But it was. Somehow Elizabeth saved us. I've got to keep looking. Find out how she did it.
Oh, I'm a little less confident in. I was thinking there had to be some sort of like it's gonna sound weird, like human seed put back onto the earth that like sprouted the humans from genetic material taken from people here. Human seed doesn't sound good, but you know what I mean. Like they grew some humans in some tubes, and then they you know, like Aloy's one of them, right? And some sprouted earlier than others, and then they unga bunga'd back to reality. And but why the animals, robos? Like that's just a wild guess on that part. But why the robos aren't so ravenous anymore is still the question. Beyond my theory that can't fucking...
Kestrels. They got in. Through the vents.
Let nothing stop you from learning the truth.
Spread out! If it moves, kill it!
What is this place? Tomb?
Pronounced tomb. That's a fair guess. It still leaves a lot open. What is he carrying? Oh, that's a weapon, isn't it? Colonel.
Oh, crap.
That was kind of shitty. It didn't let me do my stealth stroke. See if I can get him. Oh, whatever.
Let this... We're too close to the tribal primitive stop us now. The data points, what do they contain?
Or could I not stealth strike him because he was a tough man?
With Suzanne Alpert, environmental scientist. Doctor?
I'm sorry, I wasn't,
Just stating your name. What were you thinking about, Doctor?
Nothing the General said, not really. I was on the Syzygy East Response Team in 2051, just after the second earthquake compromised the reactor. I still dream about it, after all these years.
That's one of my favorite
The
words,
red zone
Syzygy.
spreading on the imaging, slowly, so slowly, like a hand opening its fingers.
Your involvement in that event is why you were asked for by name.
Really? That's interesting. Because nothing worked. Nothing could grow there again. It was a catastrophic failure. But the red zone is a blip compared to global-scale biomass reduction. The biosphere and hydrosphere will collapse, render the Earth uninhabitable long before the robots finish us. Enduring victory can't buy time against that. So, you'd better show me what Zero Dawn really is.
Yeah, please show me what it really is. They can ask questions, they need time to process it. This shit's traumatizing. Zero Dawn is the friends we made along the way. The Zero Dawn was inside of you the whole time. I love when like a text file in a video game says data corrupted, because like text files love doing that in real life. When data corrupts, it just loves to just say that it did. Usually when shit corrupts, it ends up being random symbols and shit.
I'm sure you now understand the urgency of why we brought you here, Ms. Okilo.
Captain Okilo, are you trying to thank me for not resisting?
I believe we could negotiate a diplomatic solution.
When it came to my country's lithium, it was always a swarm that would be sent to negotiate. Metallurgic International, U.S. Robot Command. The markings changed, but the robots were the same.
You have had considerable experience in human-robot conflict.
Yes, and I've got the prosthetic limbs to show it. Yet I continue to face this horror, even though the challenge was great. Cyber warfare. I thought Zero Dawn would be a Manhattan project to generate the deactivation codes. With the resources I had, I estimated code breaking to be a hopeless endeavor. I was almost looking forward to being proved wrong.
Unfortunately, your estimation was correct.
As your General Hera said. So then, you did not bring me here to commiserate. What is left?
What is left indeed? I really like that this room is just constantly like skirting around what the fuck is going on.
It is accurate, yes.
So these mechanical monstrosities, they don't just kill people. They feed off them?
Not just people, all organic matter.
Every living thing dissolved into nutrients. Millennia of evolution liquefied. The miracle of life reduced to bloody biofuel.
In a word, yes.
Who did this? Pharaoh? That arsehole. Is he here?
No, Doctor.
Please, tell him Tom Pike wants a word. Now, get off! Get off! Doctor, please! You get Ted Pharaoh in here!
Let me speak with dear man. Let me get Mark Zuckerberg right inside. I'm having trouble with Facebook.
To discuss?
Oof. So Mama, she was right.
Pardon?
My mother, she took her Bible real serious. Not just Texas Bible serious, Pentecostal serious. Favorite chapter? Revelations. Now, I didn't always understand her on account of all that speaking in tongues and such, but when she did use her words, there was always end times this and lake of fire that on account of sinful lifestyles. Speaking of which, mind if I smoke?
A tobacco cigarette.
Sorry, darling. My taste run classic. Compliments to your team tracked me down. Been a price on my head 18 months now. Sterling Malky was me, don't mind admitting. Been plenty of snakesters chasing the bounty too. But I kept the zigging to their zag. How'd you finger me?
I believe Dr.
Finger?
Sobek listed you as an alpha candidate. Priority snatch and grab.
Always suspected she had a little thing for me. Hey, I don't suppose you got real coffee in this place? You know, blood coffee? Conflict cappuccinos?
What?
Mr. Tate, I'm clearing you to proceed. Just go. You previously worked for Pharaoh Automated Systems.
He got fingered, that guy did.
Replication routines. I came here thinking this was a rendition. When your people took me, I thought, about time. I've been trying to swallow the guilt every day since
Would you like to take a moment?
No, I really hoped Zero Dawn was a way to undo it all. My work. And I'm sorry to say I was ever proud of it, but Ted could really sell a concept, and in the labs, in the light of creation, that first test run, when you saw they understood their own structures, could rebuild themselves from memory and light, there were no limits. God, there were no limits.
Look, let's cut the mystery. You're building a colony ship. It's obvious. And it's not gonna fly. I mean, literally. Remember the Odyssey? That multinational heap of space junk that's been in graveyard orbit since 57? That went nowhere real slow. And you have to get somewhere real fast. Do you have any idea the immensity of the challenge to prep a new colony ship in time?
To be clear, I'm not a worker on the project.
Do you even understand how few people it could save? The whole generation ship concept is not gonna happen. It's the first thing you'd abandon in favor of embryonics. For that kind of storage, we're talking a lot of bulk, a lot of power, a lot of resources. So even if you do it, even if you build it and point it at Sirius X, there's no room for people on that thing, all right?
If you could try to remain calm.
You people are crazy if you think you're getting off this rock. No one's getting off.
Medical.
I think that guy that got fingered is getting off.
There is some mistake. I don't understand why I was brought here. Why would you show me these things?
I know that there's already a lot to take in.
In the waiting area, I was seated with a Nobel laureate in biophysics and a monk, I think. He spoke neither English nor Mandarin. It is very strange. And General Harris? What was he talking about? The robot swarm, the Pharaoh plague? I understand it is terrible. But it really cannot be stopped? Why tell us this? There are people in Shanghai, my friends, my family. They have joined Operation Enduring Victory already. It is for nothing? We will all die?
We're going to be able to answer some of these questions.
I just want to know why I am here. It doesn't make sense to me.
You were brought here because of your skill set.
No, that can't be right. I am an art historian. I know Dutch masters, Japanese calligraphy, Gerhard Richter. What does that matter now?
They're putting all the best genetics into a big pool, and they're gonna make babies that are smart.
CD02 data intact. Initiating playback.
Elizabeth Sobek.
You've heard the bad news, and it's all true. The Pharaoh plague is devouring the biosphere. Life itself will cease to exist. But does that have to be the end? What if we could give life a future? What if we could build a kind of seed from which, on a dead planet, life could blossom anew? This is the aim, the hope of Project
They could do that with
Dawn.
literally all the
To create a super
biology.
intelligent, fully automated terraforming system and bring life back from lifelessness.
Yeah, so just
What would such a system require? At its core, it would need a true AI, fully capable of making the trillions of decisions necessary to reconstitute the biosphere. An immortal guardian, devoted to the reflourishing of life. We call it Gaia. Mother Nature as an AI. But that's just the core of the system. She will need to be surrounded and empowered by a comprehensive suite of subordinate functions. Think of them as extensions of Gaia's mind, each dedicated to a specific purpose. Now, these aren't AIs, but make no mistake, each presents an engineering challenge more profound than anything the human species has ever before attempted.
What makes them not?
Hardware that preserves and then gestates the billions of seeds and embryos from which life will be reborn. The construction of underground facilities to hold it all.
Hephaestus, he lost his arm.
Just the start.
Didn't he?
We don't have to build the entire system. The beauty of a fully automated
Jeez,
terraforming
the
system
game.
is that it can build itself. Now, over the days to come, you'll learn how all these functions, all these pieces that you'll be working on, fit together.
It's like my fucking.
How we'll race the clock to
program
execute our
shit
harvest
at
initiatives,
work.
write the software, build the tech and the facilities. How we'll lock it down and seal it up those deactivation codes General Harris talked about, and build the transmission arrays to broadcast them, shutting down the Pharaoh robots for good. How Gaia will not just build, but imagine any conceivable robot it needs to do its work across centuries. From detoxifying the Earth's ravaged atmosphere and poisoned seas, to the regreening of the Earth from cryopreserved seed stocks, to rewilding the Earth with animal life. And then, when all that is done, how a new generation of human beings, spawned at cradle facilities around the globe, will partake of Apollo, the vast archive of human knowledge and cultural achievement from which they will learn of us, our world. And most important, how not to repeat our mistakes. It's not an impossible dream.
There's just one really major mistake to not
if we
repeat.
work tirelessly and stop at nothing to achieve it. We can't stop life from ending. But if you will help me, help Gaia, we can give it a future. Join me and help make that future real.
The whole Earth destroyed, but then remade?
Yes. By a machine. A machine of creation.
Elizabeth did this. For life. For us. But why Hades then? If it was part of Gaia, how did it end up in the wreckage of a Pharaoh robot?
Yeah, why is he mean?
Why does it want to kill me?
Yeah.
And Apollo, the archive of knowledge, what happened to that?
I'm as confused as you are. Maybe the answers lie ahead.
So on top of my little like seed theory thing, that was true, just not had a wider scope than I originally said. The animals that they created, the robo-dinos that they created, or that are out there now, are robo-dinos that are supposed to be you doing this process of rebuilding the Earth instead of eating. So that's why the robos are nomming on the Earth, is because they're doing important yard work. And then these transmission towers or whatever make them docile, relatively speaking. Is that, am I getting that right? And so that's why when some of them, like some of the devices we shut down, all of a sudden the animals get, the robos get angry. Make your selection. Which Pokemon do you do? The first, the towers aren't for the Gaia bots. First part of that is accurate. Not the Robo Dinos Gaiaing the Earth. So those towers are for the angry non-Gaia bots. They're for the like the death machines. There to keep the Fargo bots asleep. Okay. So the Gaia bots are just supposed to be nice. But why do they attack me? I didn't want to read that. It probably wasn't important. She's not saying anything.
Of course I'll do it. To be given the opportunity to rebuild what I damaged, well, I don't feel worthy of it, but I will do it, absolutely.
I want to stress that this was never about your culpability.
It is to me. Dr. Sobek, Margot, they were smart to get out of Pharaoh when they did, but not one of us took it as a warning sign. It just told ourselves that we're cut out for the BTRI cabals. That's the better than rapid innovation. Better at competing, better than the next guy, a better killing machine. It's just amazing how a century and a half of science fiction did nothing to swerve our species from the path of doom. I mean, I'm done with that life. I mean, I will work hard, twice as hard to earn this, for my family to have a place in Elysium. I never thought that there could be atonement.
Okay, well, I'm gonna fight something on the other side of that door, probably. So, how about I go and check other stuff?
Stocking up?
Good question. I wonder why. No, you're just answered my question with another question.
If you're still
to not spoil
nauseous.
things.
No.
Which I appreciate.
The inhibitors have kicked in. I can't feel the back of my tongue. I wish I could tell you I'd believe in this. But the damage is too great, too extensive, too complete. With all respect to Dr. Sobek's work at Miriam, no. No. Life doesn't always find a way to keep going. Sometimes it never comes back. Like Syzygy East. Like the Congo. Like Timor. Like us. That's our reward? A buried city full of terminal patients waiting out the clock?
You grow old together, with your loved ones, in safety.
I don't have loved ones. I suppose I could start a family?
I'm afraid not. All inhabitants of Elysium will be medically sterilized.
Jesus.
A habitat capable of sustaining a starting base of 2,000 individuals for up to 100 years is a huge challenge, Dr. Alpert. If the population grows instead of diminishes, everyone will be dead inside 30 years.
I knew it. I just couldn't bring myself to say the words.
I'm sorry.
Finish it. Medical euthanasia. I want no part of this. I just want it over.
I see.
This is what Bill Gates wanted.
Protocols require a 48-hour waiting period, after which...
Is that where it's supposed to end? She wants dead.
See to make sure I behave this time?
Security, for your protection. Would you like to discuss how you're feeling?
Sure. I'll tell you. Surprised. No, flabbergasted. Like
You can't
my
use
old man would say,
flabbergasted seriously.
Flabbergasted. That vein pumping in his forehead. I thought you people were just completely underprepared for a spaceflight project. But now I can see it's worse. Much worse. Sobek is a total fantasist, a dangerous fantasist. This kind of blue skying, it's... Jesus. I'm sorry we wasted each other's time. I'm ready to leave now.
I'm afraid that's not possible.
Everything you're talking about here isn't possible.
I recommend you read the documents regarding your options.
I've seen enough. I'm getting out of here. What did you... You don't...
People
Get your hands off me!
It's like a Morgan. What did I just grab? I grabbed some handcuffs. What do handcuffs do? What? This looks like Kojima. Yeah, what do I do with these? What was I was gonna say something. What was I gonna say? Remind me, what was I gonna say? Oop. Oop. Still no batteries. Yeah, so also how do those towers make the Pharaohbot sleep? Like didn't they not know how to make the Pharaohbot sleep? That's like kind of the whole problem with this situation. How did they make towers that make them sleep? Let's answer that later.
Intruder! Get her!
Whatever you do, don't die now.
I knew a fight would happen, but I forgot. So the encryption could be broken, but it would take an estimated. Oh, they had the okay, sure. I accept that. These guys really need to calm down. Oh, he got hurt real bad. I'm losing blood. What the fuck? Why I just shot it through your head?
I've done this before. Just need my focus.
Yeah, he was so dramatic. No. He's got a blue. I should have waited.
Zero Dawn.
Also, I should really put on like a like this outfit or something. Fuck.
Zero Dawn. It is art in a way. An expression on the grandest scale. But there is so much unfairness. Why was I chosen? Was it decided by committee? By algorithm? My family will be saved because I happen to graduate in art history? Is this right?
Dr. Sauvé? Christina Sauvé?
Yes. I met a man, another historian. His fields are Bauhaus and the New Materialists. But he once attended one of my talks. Another unfair chance. Of all the many people in that auditorium, that we should both be here now. And yet, I feel more accepting of my fate. No, it is not fair. Not at all. But for the sake of my family, for the sake of art. Art is alive. It must be able to speak from beyond history and echo in the future, not perish into oblivion. This opportunity, I must do this.
Sure.
Now, those lame FBI black hats at Mockingbird back in the day,
Where's my gun?
I enjoyed schooling them. But maybe I went in too hard on this poor counselor. She was cute, and just going down a checklist after all. Couldn't expect her to see how ridiculous Zero D's ambitions are. God's own budget thrown at a kid playing with a hologram sculptor? Palms up, honey. I'm just calling it like it is. Hey, look, Mom, I'm making nature. Now, if nature is so important, why not let nature take its course? Extinction? That's natural. Zero Dawn? Oh, man, that ain't. Heck, it's so unnatural it'd be called an abomination back home, and you know it.
Abomination.
That's why you're hiding it. Meanwhile, my little
Slightly better than an abomination.
punching the inside of her cheek. Bad habit. She chewed one of her nails too, just one. Not your day, was it, little sweet pea? Saw her quota slipping away. Said, I assume you intend to decline the assignment, Mr. Tate. You kidding me?
Kaylin, let go.
18 months hard labor in exchange for 30 years lounging around Elysium watching porn? Sign me up.
Got a porn lover in here. What's up there, Kaylin? How it goes? Long time no see. If you like a D1, right?
I hashed it out with them. What the point of
How you do?
Artemis was. I made it clear I wasn't on board for a global zoo. We haven't exactly proved ourselves to be great custodians in the past few thousand years. So the idea of a reconstituted biosphere, well, it's horrifying, isn't it? A complete horror show. We have no right to take a best guess at this stuff. But the alternative? Nothingness. For there to have been all this and then nothing. And with Charles Ronson running the show, I respect him. He's got a passion to him. He's hot-blooded. So I said I'll do it. I'll put my all into this, literally. When the project is done, I'll take the medical option, thank you. Counselor said I might change my mind. I told him that he didn't know me very well then. For life's sake, I'll do the dirty work.
The porn guy's
But
doing
I
it.
want no part of this pathetic, attenuated future on offer. I'm an outdoors man. Never did like the feel of solid-state lighting on my skin. And a wee bit of a claustrophobe, anyway.
Now we just get a bunch of testimonials. All right. Wait.
Here we go. Another one of these. Need to find the right configuration.
Question mark. Data shows required settings for the nearby locks. You just spell it out for me, huh? That's... Here, give me this while I do things.
I'm done with Brett's incompetence, okay? Somehow, he managed to install an H-emitter node backwards. Everything's in reverse.
Start playing.
I don't get paid to clean up Brett's messes. If you want it fixed, send him up to storage for a new emitter,
Maybe
not
there's
me.
a storage area
Partner
nearby.
out.
I love when things overlap and I don't. Clockwise. What did I do? Count it. Whatever. Up. This way. Down. Give it a go. Give this way.
Done. I should check the door nearby.
No. Hold on. So it's called Zero Dawn because for the people involved, there is no dawn for them. And probably the production supply of soap has run out. Secure encryption port with holographic display. Data shows required, whatever. Error detected. Settings transposed. It's just upside down. Oh, nice. Well, I can't even do it. These are all angry. So maybe up there will activate it. Is there a way to get up there? I'm not seeing any sort of... I guess if something's climbable, someone would have spray painted it. Is that yellow? I don't think so. That kind of looks yellow, but that's the only thing. Boop. Boop, open. Maybe I can... Oh. My brain's a little turned around now. I am upstairs though. Yes. Yes, yes, yes.
Found one.
Oop.
Looks intact.
Oop.
That should do the trick. Now let's get that door open.
Down. No. This way. Up. The other way. And down.
That did it. Door should have power.
Now to see what lies beyond it.
Hope I didn't miss a battery in here. I'd be angry. Wait, which door? Oh. Yes. Yes, 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 yes.
Eclipse. They're here.
Avoid contact.
Lines look good.
Gaia. It's up there. Second floor.
Can you reach it?
So much for avoiding contact.
I disappeared. How?
Die.
You. My throat's so tickly. I apologize for coughing. No, look, it's so good, and I'm so bad. Call of Duty. Fight. Fight. Man, he's really been laying it down here.
Farewell.
Oops. Pick up go through this.
Shadow sting.
Ow. But he did. He went through it, but did I do it too high? Oh, there's more. Oops. Dead. Ow! Come on, sir. There you go. Come get me. Well, let's do. I've never used this before. Let's do it. Oh shit, I'm in crafting. This menu. Equip. There, we don't need a rope caster. Get out of here. Now we're just gonna big old slingshot. Boing. Wow, that's fun. Nah. Yeah, boy.
Got one right here.
Oh, I mean, they don't blow up as big as I think.
Where is she?
Where is she? Oh! Oh, he's hurt. Like. Oh my lord! Like he's stuck.
Here we are.
That's the last time. Or not.
Oh, okay. Panic mode. Owie, owie. Owie, that might be too tall. You can't bring the shadow. I found you, faker. Leave me alone. Let me hide. Let me hang out. They're all oh, okay.
Damn you all! Bleed there!
You can't shoot me from there. Oh no!
Farewell!
Room's clear. For a moment, anyway.
Get moving. You have to find Gaia.
I guess I should search all their pockets. Man, this lady at work today. Yeah. This lady at work today, I go up to the fridge, get my my food out of the fridge, and humans in this game have such unsatisfying. Yeah, they do. So, you know, I'm hoping for some wires though, or cable, or whatever the hell. I don't really need Doritos at this point. I've got tons of them. Yeah, I mean that's tons for me. Like I've got all purple all over the place, so I'm good. But she goes up to the fridge and she's really bitching about how the fridge handles are dirty. It's like, oh, this thing was so gross. I had to wash it off. So she's wiping it off, and then she just leaves all the soap suds on the handle after she cleans it.
I'm Margot Shen, and this is Hephaestus. As the name might tip you off, this is going to be the subordinate function that Gaia will use to make lots and lots of robots. Her personal forge. Except, it's not that simple. So you probably noticed that only about a third of you are robotics engineers. The rest, experts in machine cognition, virtual heuristics, that stuff. Well, that's because we aren't going to be the ones designing and building robots. The last thing we want is to burden Gaia with a bunch of outmoded 21st century designs. Waste of time. Our purpose is to empower Gaia to build the robots. And not just build, imagine, from scratch. Any robot she needs for any conceivable purpose, designed and fabricated at a snap of a finger. Hers. Her finger. So, Hephaestus isn't really the forge. It's more like the knowledge of craft and ingenuity of a mastersmith to wield the hammer. Encoded as software. Virtual creativity made real. Gaia's already learning. In simulations, she's doing some very creative things with fractal assembly and animal morphologies. Her designs aren't about to win the Liam Prize anytime soon, but hey, everyone has to start somewhere. So, yes, time to get started. Let's do this.
I don't get it.
Which part? It's a little technical in places.
If Gaia was designed to save life, why would the robots it makes attack people?
Perhaps it loves some forms of life more than others.
the derangement? The machines weren't always so angry.
True. Mostly they were docile until 10, 15 years ago.
For years, Hephaestus has been forcing cauldrons to make aggressive machines. I've seen it myself, in the cauldrons. Stalkers, Ravagers, the Thunderjaw. How could it do that? And why?
Why indeed?
Why indeed? I asked that. Full steam ahead. If you doubted the brilliance, whatever. Whatever, Festus. Minerva. Oh, it turns things to stone. Right? It's Minerva, right? Whatever. We go this way. Yeah, she like sees the microwave covered in handle covered in shit, and she's like, "Look at this bullshit too." And she was pissed. She was raging. You weren't kidding about Gaia's predilection. Whatever. Sure. Yeah, Gaia thinks the things Hephaestus makes. Look, it made a... Oh, I made this in one of my model kits the other day. Actually, it looks very similar to that. Okay. I think that was already activated. I don't think I need to activate that again.
I've seen these shapes before. In cauldrons.
But of course.
Shapes?
The birthing places of Gaia's machines.
It shapes this? Show me a shape. I'm a big fan of shapes. I know a lot about shapes. Everything on the floor here? Squares.
I think this is it. Elizabeth Sobek's office. But it's sealed off. There's got to be a way inside.
Keep looking.
Dorit.
More eclipse.
Careful now.
Jingly jingly. I hope I'm going back to those offices. I think that's right. Like that's. Can I like shoot a trap through here? Is that possible?
Welcome to Apollo, the collective memory of the human species and the wellspring of knowledge for future generations. I am Samina Ebaji. Until recently, I was director of the International Collective Memory Institute in New Tehran. As a heritage professional, I devoted my career to the preservation of human knowledge, creative endeavor, and cultural achievement. Apollo is, therefore, the ultimate embodiment of a lifelong passion, albeit under the very worst circumstances imaginable. The challenges before us are immense. Specifically, we will have to design and implement 4 major initiatives simultaneously. First, the construction of data repositories in cradle facilities around the world ensuring redundancy. Second, the collection and processing of a projected 180 million discrete data entries. 42 zettabytes of data in Mandarin, English, Spanish, and Arabic. Third, the transferal and encoding of all that data onto DNA encapsulated in synthetic fossils. The only medium capacious and durable enough to safeguard it without degradation for the centuries to come. And last, but not least, the development of the holographic interface and gamified curricula, by which future humans will commune with Apollo, progressively unlocking heuristic learning modules, leveling up their knowledge and skills they will need to take control of the terraforming system. That is the future towards which all of our efforts will be directed. Not just the preservation of the past, but the seed for the flourishing of a new tree of knowledge. Welcome, and let us begin.
180 million data points is a lot. They're like 6.5 million. Sure. I mean, if you take all the websites with all the knowledge things, there's probably at least 180 million if I had to guess. But why have it in multiple languages? Like, if they want to preserve history or whatever the fuck, and they want to do it efficiently, like, if they have the space for it, fine. But, like, they just put it in one. I don't care what one, you know? I get wanting to preserve language as history, but at this point, you know, I don't know. I'm trying to preserve a lot more than language. And the winner is encapsulated DNA. So they're just gonna put some DNA in shit. Some DNA into some objects, basically. The Homer Archive. There's lots of like space terms like zenith, syzygy. I guess they're gonna preserve all the languages. 4,500. Has there been that many languages? Jesus. I suppose the tragic early loss of Papua New Guinea doomed the goal from the offset. Oh no, Papua New Guinea. There's a little over 6K. Really? Jesus. Many of them have less than 1,000. Oh, yeah. suppose so. So right now there's 6,000 languages being used? Jesus. I suppose there's lots of like tribes and shit that are pretty isolated from civilization and stuff that have their own little language. Very interesting. Okay. Yeah, they don't have to be too different from each other, but they have to be different enough so that they're not a dialect, right? So I suppose that 6,000 doesn't include
All
dialect.
of this lost. The ancients' greatest gift to us.
Greatest? How about the fact we exist at all?
To abide in ignorance is a curse, Aloy. You of all people should know that.
Look at that stanky leg right there. The Spanish and Portuguese, for example. Yeah, those are like different enough, I guess, to be their own languages. I'm no language expert, so I can't tell you what makes something a language versus what makes something a dialect. I don't know what. Uh-oh. How? Oh God! How? Oh no!
Quietly.
Colonel. Better sneak around. Blew him up. Alright. But they're putting all the data stuff in 4 languages or whatever? Still, that's a lot of redundancy that with the people that emerge aren't necessarily going to be able to care about. I guess maybe so they can easily translate it into whatever the hell language that they speak when they pop out. Pop out of their Zero Dawn womb.
Off you go.
You can have all romantic languages. And they're not. Yeah, you know, there's lots of Germanic languages that are very similar. Obviously, since they're kind of in a category, right? Germanic. They'll learn whatever language. Theoretically they will, but over time, though I don't know how much time these guys weren't cradled. Over time they're gonna... Oh, look at that guy's coming.
The wire isn't long enough.
Help me, brothers!
Help me, brothers. Come get me. Whoa! Oh, gee whiz. Wait, are you hiding from me? He'll hit that eventually.
That's the last of them. Alone once more.
In what should have been a cave of wonders.
Sobek, please archive this testimonial in Apollo. Cross-reference to all mentions of my name and Operation Enduring Victory. My name is General Aaron Harris. From 2060 to 2066, I served as the chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff, the highest-ranked officer of the United States Armed Forces. The tenure of my command included strategic planning and oversight of Operation Enduring Victory, a falsehood perpetrated on the civilian populations of the United States and other nations during the last 14 months of life on this planet. Before the Pharaoh Plague, I did my job and did it well. I was bold and decisive, crafty in political maneuvers. It wasn't an accident that I rose to my position and became the commander of the largest mechanized force ever assembled.
And I had big pee-pee.
My only lasting achievement was the extinction of life on Earth. And my one redeeming act, if any, was to delay that extinction by days or weeks, by throwing more death at it. It is my hope that there will be no need for men like me in the world to come. If you are one of the people of that future world listening to this message, please know that I am sorry and that I wish you well. Sincerely, Aaron Harris.
Oh. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to kill every single person. I didn't mean to kill everything. You know what, to be fair, you weren't Mr. Pharaoh. They should have just made a Horizon Zero Dawn video game. That could have warned them.
Zero Dawn's extinction failsafe protocol.
It's that one guy,
the ultimate
I think.
Killer app. Now, I know what you're thinking. The purpose of Gaia is to resurrect life. So why give her a subordinate function, only purpose of which is to wipe out life all over again? I mean, what? Just plumb crazy, ain't it? Well, no, it isn't. Reconstituting a biosphere? That's a tall order. Tech smart as Gaia may be, odds are she won't get it right the first time. I mean, imagine your Gaia 200 years from now and this new biosphere growing, it's all gone wrong. Alkalines are skyrocketing, coniferous forests eroding under the lash of superstorms that would have drowned Noah. It's chaos. Spinning top that won't stop wobbling. Now what are you gonna do? Release phase 1 organisms into that hot mess? Hope their CO2 and methane can balance out what you got started? Hell no. What you're gonna do, Gaia, is step aside while Hades takes over and does what you're just too darn nurturing and life-loving to do, which is burn that misbegotten mess of a biosphere to the ground so Gaia can start over. Okay, not burn, more like reverse terraforming operations and suffocate it. But you get the idea. Hades takes the biosphere back to zero. Square one, blank slate. And then, only then, does it hand the steering wheel back to Gaia and say, try again, old girl. And better this time, or we'll have to do this again. That's Hades. It's pretty badass when you think about it. Extinction on demand. Death on speed dial.
You mean like the
All for
robots?
greater good, of course, but still, kind of metal. So welcome to Hades. Welcome to the void.
Okay, so if that's the original purpose of Hades, why does it want me extinct?
We need more data.
And how does it end up in the wreckage of a Pharaoh Titan, getting worshipped by the Eclipse like some kind of god?
I'm learning as you are, Aloy. Keep searching.
Noise complaints. Whatever. This might be good. Just popped 3 blues, but I earned it. Viagra? We talked about Viagra earlier. Too hard or too soft? Man, I know what that's like. Whatever. Alligators. Archive abuse. You're 666. Submission. Trying to slap, like, he's trying to put a ROM of Super Mario 64 in there or something. Into Apollo to preserve it.
Looks like the only way onwards.
So much stuff. Point of no return indeed.
Welcome to Eleuthia, the crown and king of Gaia's subordinate functions. For it is by Eleuthia that the human race will continue to exist. I am Patrick Brochard-Klein, the Alpha in charge of this program. Now let one thing be perfectly clear from the outset. Eleuthia is not a genetic engineering project. Our goal is to preserve the human genome, not alter it. A snapshot of human genetic diversity, literally frozen in time. The genetic quintessence of our species, unmodified.
Makes sense why
Under my
there's
watch, our activities and initiatives will
races in the
comply
game.
with the 2034 clone provisions and the 2048 rally accords. Now that may seem a quaint, even trivial concern to you in light of present circumstances.
Need genetic diversity.
As one of the authors of the accords, it is far from trivial to me. The practical challenges before us are staggering in scope and complexity, but not insurmountable. No. Global collation and provisional storage of zygotes, perfection of exogenic technologies, design and perfection of servitors, to provide nurture and inculcation during early child development. All of these program components must and will proceed in tandem. To say nothing of the breakneck construction of cradle facilities at sites around the world. So, si vous êtes prêts, let us begin.
Yeah, because I kind of thought, like, at the beginning of the game, I was like, how's there, like, there's very little people, right? How is there, like, so many races? You know? But of course, you know, if you're gonna start a new Earth, like, because what I thought at first was, like, all the humans were wiped out except for, like, one group. You know? And if that group's not genetically diverse, which they probably aren't, then the diversity is going to really go away after a few generations. But, you know, if you're trying to preserve humanity, you really need that genetic diversity, or else you're going to have some fucked up babies. Don't worry, once they figure out dairy farming, there won't be such a little people anymore. Wait, what do you mean? Oh. That went over my head. Did they learn it? The other way is to get calcium though, right? Yeah, like a bone stock. What is this? Cradle Servitor Personae. Persona. We need to discipline people? I don't know. Whatever. I'm not going to try to interpret all the things. So they made some Fallout vaults all over the place, like all over the world. So there's one in, I assume that's China, Xinjiang. Everywhere the storm wasn't. Yeah, or far enough away, right? Mount Namuli, I don't know where that is. So yeah, that's redundancy. That's, you know, that's putting your code on servers in multiple data centers. So if one data center goes down, you still got another one.
Cradle facilities. Elizabeth said a new generation of humans would be spawned inside such places.
She did.
All Mother Mountain. It was one of them?
There's only one way to be sure.
The hatch wouldn't open. Something about a corrupted alpha registry. I need to search Elizabeth's office.
Very interesting. Very, very good stuff. Yes. Over, please. Good job, good job. Loop, loop. Man, if there's, I hope there's a battery in here somewhere and I don't miss it. I feel like I'm searching all the nooks and all the crannies.
Pure logic won't cut it, Ted. To pull this off, Gaia's going to need to have some skin in the game. It has to care.
What if it runs amok? Have we learned nothing from our mistakes?
Your mistakes, I think you mean?
All I'm saying is give it a kill switch.
She was just born, Ted. I'm not gonna put a gun to her head while she's still in the cradle.
You talk like it's a child. What if it becomes a monster?
Elizabeth, may I speak outside protocol? Of course, Gaia, go on. I'm sorry to contradict you, but Mr. Farrow's argument is sound. At this point, the development of my psyche is not entirely predictable. To ensure preservation of life, a hardwired override is, I believe, a necessary safeguard. There. Satisfied, Ted?
Jeez, Liz, just do what it says.
Sure. Figured Pharaoh would have been murdered by now, but I guess not. very important stuff in there. What's over here? Well, that's where I just was. Okay, anyway.
Nuts would benefit from antilopinae morphologies, though Capricorns show superior load-bearing capability.
You're a quick study, Gaia.
Dr. Sobek, as I have conducted this comparative analysis of mammalian morphologies, I've gathered extensive data on the quaternary extinction event.
Oh? And your assessment? Gaia?
Logically speaking, the extinction was a natural consequence.
And yet,
I find the loss of megafaunal species unaccountably sad. That they passed forever into oblivion causes me to experience a grief that is difficult to describe. Am I malfunctioning?
No, Gaia, you're not. This is good. It's very good.
She has feelings. Near Automata. Oh, you know what? She likes dinosaurs. That's why she made more dinosaurs.
Undergo a brief period of unconsciousness during relocation to Prime and following statement.
Elizabeth, may I speak outside protocol?
When you're back up and running at the new site, we'll bring the subordinate functions online and see where we stand.
Elizabeth, I detect distress. Are you all right?
I'm fine.
I realize that circumstances compel us to launch earlier than we hoped, but all subsystems are operational. The odds stand in our favor.
But what if... Gaia, there's nothing left out there. You can't even survive unless you're wearing an environmental suit. There are billions dead, in fear and agony. What if it was all for nothing?
Elizabeth, extinction was inevitable. Thanks to you, life will have a future.
You really believe that?
I believe in you, Elizabeth. In you, all things.
They're friends. As I'm a big, you know me, I'm a big Nier fan. I like me some Nier. And a Nier Automata anime was announced. I don't like that penis symbol. And I hope they do it justice. Yeah, it was a rumor for a while, so I wasn't too surprised.
Might need this.
And as a big giant Nier fan, I can tell you I don't care that much. The Odyssey mission has failed. Catastrophic antimatter containment failure as the drive spun up to depart the solar system. The ship, its crew, its cargo of zygotes and seeds. Oh no. That's the generation ship that exploded. Maybe this one too. Tons of animals went extinct. Rip the zygotes. We could use those zygotes to fight the dinos too. We lost a whole collection team during the swarm breakthrough in Myanmar. What is a swarm breakthrough? Sure. For one, since I already know Nier, like, it's not as exciting to me to have an anime of a thing I've already experienced. Examiner. Oh, does it? Over here?
The Alpha Registry master file.
Intact?
Yeah. No signs of corruption.
Then what are you waiting for? Copy the file.
With this, I can restore the registry at the hatch inside Allmother. Open it.
I'm interested to see how they do it.
And grasp the secrets within.
And
Where I was born. Maybe.
animation they can usually do
Gave birth to me.
something a lot cooler than in a game.
Are you really so naive? There will be no who waiting for you there, Aloy. Whatever birthed you into the world was a what, not a who.
You bastard.
Oh no, I had a legitimate birth. It's you, Aloy, who are the creation of a machine. But what kind of machine and why? Why were you created?
What a jerk saying true things.
Eclipse.
Oh no.
You need to get out of there. What you found is too valuable. You're too valuable.
He cares about you. Hello. That was a cool looking explosion.
Still alive. Good. I have a more suitable death in mind for you, child.
Ouch. Owie. Yeah, I hope it's good. I am interested to see how they do all this stuff. I really wish it was a different
My entire
story.
life,
Come
I've
on,
always known one thing with prophetic certainty. That I was destined for glory as a great champion of the sun. Even when Jiran was murdered, even when Meridian fell, I never doubted my destiny. Until you came along.
Oh my freaking chip.
When I heard that you had survived, a doubt took root in my mind.
Oh.
As sure as the sun rises and falls each day, those I am bade to kill die. And yet I failed. How? Why? With each dig site you attacked, each loyal soldier you killed, this pestering doubt grew. I kept thinking of the moment my knife pierced your throat. One twist, a simple tug of the blade, and you would have bled out. In slaughter, I am a practiced hand. So why hesitate? Why fail my destined purpose?
In Mad Max for sure.
If you're gonna go on babbling like this all night, could you just kill me now?
Oh no, we're in no hurry, you and I. Not now.
Maybe some physical torture to distract me from your voice?
At that moment, on the mountain, I aimed to kill you with dispatch, and yet did not. Why? This failing troubled my thoughts, haunted every step. It was only when I captured you, down in that place, that I finally glimpsed the sun's design etched at length across the course of events. You were meant to survive that day on the mountain. Meant to interfere at dig sites and kill my men. Conversely, I was meant to capture you. Here. So that you might die as a sacrificial offering to the sun. Everything as it was meant to be. Predestined and preordained.
You're a thug. Yeah, you're a who's puppeteering? If he's a puppet, who's puppeteering? You're an idiot.
Idiot. A dangerous idiot. But an idiot.
Perfect.
All this talk of destiny and fate. I'm sure Hades speaks the same language, doesn't he? You're being played for a fool. Hades is an ancient machine, not the buried shadow of Karja myth. It doesn't care about Meridian. It wants to kill everything and everyone. And you
Look at him, he's like bobbing his
are
head.
its dutiful slave.
I serve not the buried shadow, but the sun in shadow. All halves of nature joined to one cause. Shadow to sun, dark to light.
Do you really not hear how ridiculous that sounds? You've gone from serving
Sounds
an
pretty
insane
cringe, bro.
homicidal Sun King to an insane homicidal machine. You're moving down in the world, not up.
I'll remember those words as I watch your corpse burn. Whatever's left of it. You fail to grasp the point. As surely as you've been conquered, so has all doubt. And with certainty of belief comes unstoppable force.
Then get this cage and put your faith to the test. See if things work out like you expect.
The circle has closed. Every element is in its proper place, exactly where it belongs. The errant beast, now caged, will serve her true purpose. A sacrificial animal. Oh, speaking of sacrifice, I forgot to tell you. After you crashed the Eclipse network, I sent messengers into the east to rally the forces there and mount an invasion of the sacred land. I ordered every Nora killed. I was hoping to catch you there, but alas, it all seems to have been unnecessary.
They cast me out. Huh, bro, I don't care about them.
Nora cast me out at birth. You're not hurting me if you hurt them.
Really? Then it makes no difference one way or another. In any case, I couldn't recall the order even if I wished to. Thanks to your destruction of the network, communication over distances is impossible. You not only doomed yourself, but an entire tribe. Do we not see the scorching judgment of the sun in these events?
No.
Your focus. Such a powerful device, isn't it? And yet, so fragile. So you see...
You just came. That was gross.
This time, I did not hesitate. The knife has already been twisted.
Karja faithful, rejoice! Our years in shadow are over. A new dawn trembles on the horizon. A new day soon to break.
Say Zero.
And when it does, the false Sun King will be dead, and Holy Meridian ours once more.
Say the word Zero.
In this, I have become an instrument of prophecy. All halves of nature join
Half.
to
Oh,
one
that's close.
cause.
Half is close to
Shadow
Zero.
to sun, light to dark, night to day. Behold!
Oh, that asshole doctor's there?
Hold your seats! Can you not see the proof of the sun's blessing before your eyes? How else could shadows such as these prowl in broad light of day? Were they not approved by the sun and joined to our cause? Many years ago, To consecrate this great ring, the Radiant Turon ordered many faithless, crushed beneath the hooves of the behemoth. Mighty is the behemoth in the eye of the sun, but it is mightier still, infused with the power of shadow. Let this one, who schemed and slithered, be the first to die. Let her be the first of thousands.
You're getting way farther than zero, away from zero. Oh no, a behemoth!
I'll never beat that thing without weapons. My weapons are up on the platform.
Yeah.
Out of this ring.
Yeah.
Maybe I could use the strength against
Wait.
it.
Wait, am I?
That pillar's weak. Another hit, and that pillar will come down.
Not allowed to open the menu because I don't have my Star Destroyer on my thing. I gotta go. It's time for me to go to bed. Can't fight a stanky behemoth right now. Thanks for chilling. I assume it's saved, but I'll also put my PlayStation in rest mode, so it'll have a little resty. More of this tomorrow since I'm on the new schedule. Would take a quick save here because if not, yeah, well, yeah, if I died, right?